Hey everybody, Fishman here. Welcome to another video. This is Fishman Log number 150, and I thought I'd start off today's video with these little guys. These are 2 to 3 day old guppies, and I always find it kind of cool that the first few days of their lives they tend to huddle in a back corner somewhere, safety in numbers and that kind of thing. And about another day, 2 days, 3 tops, they stop doing this and they just start swimming all over the aquarium. But for this little bit, it's kind of neat because if I were to set up a separate raising aquarium, all I need to do is dip a tub in and catch them out, and it makes it relatively easy. This is Mom, and yeah, she's a lovely fish, so yeah, some good genes. So I'm hoping to get something interesting out of them. We'll have to see how it goes. So I've added a piece of slate in here. I've added a heater. You'll see it in a second. There it is. I've raised the temperature a little bit, and these guys are not showing a whole lot of interest yet. They are still adjusting to, I think, their new environment. But I do have 1 or 2 groups that are, behaving like pairs, and these are 2 of them. Lovely pair of fish, so I'm hoping that they decide to, make it official and have some eggs and fry. I am going to stick another piece of slate over in that area, so give them a chance to do that. So I have taken all of the black skirt tetras out of here, except that pair. I'm going to try breeding them in a little bit, and in the process now, of course, still cleaning this out. What I'm going to do is give it a bit of water change, suck some mulm out of the bottom of this, and then I'm going to add a box filter. I have a video coming up in the near future. I want to talk about box filters a little bit more, and we'll see how it all ends up. So I have cleaned the tank, and you can tell by how nice and clear it is. It is about 2 minutes since I've added this filter, so it does take a little bit of time. And I'm going to, once this, the leak-proof canister filter is removed, this will all slide to the back and give me more room so that box filter isn't taking up too much space in the tank. And then, yeah, I'm going to start adding plants and stuff. So this is a few hours later. I was doing some work in the fish room. When I was done, I recorded this. So you can see how quickly box filters with floss in them like this, or actually this is pad polyester, will take all that floating suspension out. So that's very quick, and one of the nice features about them. This is one of the other big changes. I like the desktop. It's fine. But the problem is, I have other projects I want to do. And one of them, because it's spring now, is I want to get back into raising a variety of live foods. Which reminds me, I have another video coming up in a little bit. I want to compare the efficiency of various live foods, and I'm going to go into that a little bit. That's coming up hopefully fairly soon. So the other video I'm in the process of putting together involves this aquarium and the one to the right. I want to talk about the plants and their effects on fish, and the reasons why when it gets to something like this that it's not a beneficial sort of arrangement. But again, I have the footage for that already. Hopefully I'll get to that really soon, because I do have a lot of things I want to talk about when it comes to that. But even just from a pure aesthetics point of view, well, the one on the left is clearer and cleaner. The one on the right, the fish are fine. They don't have as much, well, I'll get into all those details when I do that video. There are some interesting points I want to make, but I'll definitely leave it until I put that together. That way I can cover it more in depth. So this is back to that tank that we saw at the beginning. These are the guppies that are basically producing an awful lot of fry. I'm going to show you a couple of other tanks as well. I do want to set up, as you can see, the one on the left there, that's the one that's going to have the box filter. I want to put a lot of fry in there to grow out, because I don't want them to end up being, too overpopulated. I want them to have the best chance of growing and, of course, spreading out the amount of food they get and all that sort of stuff. So that's going to be happening relatively soon. And these are just another little batch of guppies. You can see them in the back there. They're doing very well again. Again, like I said, when they get a little bit bigger than this, I want to start having a couple of fry grow tanks basically for guppies, because I got some interesting genes here and I want to make sure they propagate, and I don't really want to get into line breeding or anything, of course, but I do want to make sure that I have a lot of variety. This is one thing that I had, if you were watching the channel for a long period of time, that I really liked when I had the old rack that was centrally filtered. All the output pipes, these things here, had tons of moss and plants growing on them, and I really liked that. And these are now getting to the same thing. This tank here is all cloudy because I am doing what I've done to the other ones to this tank. This one has an undergravel filter, so I'm not sure that's going to stay that way. It was the comparison between undergravel filters and box filters, which is going to play into that video that I mentioned. Well, anyway, we'll get to that. Hopefully quite quickly, which means I will probably be doing a couple of extra videos, you know, instead of just doing the one per week. I might get to the point where I'll be doing, well, like 2 for a little while until I get through some of these experiments I want to run. There are a bunch of other things I want to do too, so hopefully we can get some of that done and not just have Sunday vlogs. The reason why I'm showing you this is that's an awful lot of roots. That is all from that lily, this one right here. And as you can see, they come down through the top, go down in the aquarium. This plant's thriving and doing very, very well, which is what it's meant to do. It's a nice centerpiece now. Can't even see the back of the tank anymore, so it's doing what it's supposed to do. And the killies are doing really well. I wanted to show you that young female there, just to know that they are breeding in here, but obviously they need to be set up separately for any amount of really productive breeding. I haven't showed you these angels in a little bit. They're doing really well. They are growing and they are starting to spar, as you can see. So I definitely need to get them out of here, set up some of the nicer ones for breeding. And that is also part of this whole process I'm trying to do about getting the fish room organized, because this is the better time of year that I can get, get a lot of breeding done in. So Carbentus are growing nicely, and so, well, it's all doing well. Not sure if I'm going to keep them together. It all comes down to tank space, of course. The platies are doing very well, and, well, I mean, it's just one of these things that I need more aquariums in one way, and then in another way, it's like, I have enough aquariums. We'll figure it all out, and try and get these guys spread out a little bit. I end up with a clip here. No reason for it other than the fact that underneath that pile of snails and shrimp is an algae wafer, and it's amazing that I put these in for the plecos to chew on, but I don't think they ever get a chance to get anywhere near them. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Leave comments, let me know what you think about all this, and I'll see you in the next video, and bye for now.